We are taking a deep dive into exercise testing. Absolutely essential if you want to up your running or cycling game. So if you want to know all the ins and outs about exercise testing, stick around because we are going to take a deep dive. So let's go! Hey, what's up guys? My name is Mats. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so grateful to see a lot of new faces. So let's jump right in. First, why would you even consider an exercise test at all? Well, there are several very good reasons for this. The first one is optimizing your training. It gives you a very good insight on where your current fitness level is at, and this is super helpful for fine-tuning your training program. This is true for seasoned athletes, but also for recreational athletes, so optimizing your training might be exactly why you should consider it. The second one is to set realistic goals. If you take an exercise test, you know exactly where you stand and also where you can get to at a certain point. It can give you a structured training program and work towards a realistic goal. And third, it is vital to track your progress. Whether you're doing it with an exercise test or with something different, you want to measure how far you have come. There are, of course, very different exercise tests, and we're going to take a look at a few of them. The first one being a VO2 max test. This tests your maximal oxygen uptake, and this is a good reflection of your aerobic capacity. The test gives you a number on how high it is, but it doesn't give you more than that. So I don't think it's the best test to take because it doesn't give you anything you can work with. It's just giving you your maybe maximal potential. Next up, we have lactate threshold testing, which is something that I perform in the practice. I work as a physiotherapist, so also I may be a little bit biased towards this test because I take these tests in the practice. But here you get a lactate and fat threshold. These you can implement in your training, and with a good test you can also kind of indicate where your zones are, and this should give you several zones for your training. What I find most compelling about this test is it looks at different aspects of your physique or aerobic fitness. So if you take the test, you afterwards know exactly what you need to work on. What I think is vital for running and cycling is it will give you specific information on how to train and what to train to get as balanced of an aerobic capacity as possible. Afterwards, at the end of this video, I will give you some inside information on this lactate threshold testing, on what information it gives you exactly and how to interpret them also. So stick around to the end of this video for this. And lastly, we have the Wingate test. This is a very short test which tracks your power output for 30 seconds. It's very popular since it's very easy and short. Before you go out and rush to do an exercise test, always keep in mind your own safety and some guidance, professional guidance preferably. You want to do the test in safe conditions if you can, with as less variables as possible, and also you want to take the test with a professional who knows how to interpret the test. So next up, we're going to go through a sample exercise test, and this will give you some inside information on how I transfer my information to clients and also what information it can provide you. As you can see on this graph, we have our lactate numbers, which are represented in yellow, and then we also have our blue line, which is our heart rate. Our heart rate steadily goes up, as it should during exercise test. And you can see that the lactate numbers are around the same number at first, 1.3 and 1.2. And this is actually his baseline lactate. This is what we use to then calculate our fat threshold and our anabolic or lactate threshold. These thresholds are very important for your training sessions, as they will also determine how your zones are set up. This is a test from a very good cyclist. I mean, he can put out the watts, so he's a very good trained individual. Also, the curvature of his lactate is looking pretty good. You can see that he has a good baseline and then it builds up. The only thing we would add maybe is a little bit more of resistance training, since he does peak very fast when his lactate numbers are starting to rise. Other than that, it's a very good test. I mean, the way he's training, he should definitely continue on this path. Alright, I hope you now know everything you wanted to know about exercise testing. If you like the content, then drop a like on this video. Also subscribe for more videos to come, because we'll be making a video weekly. I hope you have a fantastic next workout. Stay active, stay healthy, preferably with a structured training plan, but that's up to you. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. So, bye.